Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. I have 4 videos of quarter dollar. So let's get started. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar coin of 1994 is part of the long-running Washington quarter series that originally began in 1932 to honor George Washington, and by 1994 it represents one of the final years of the classic eagle reverse design before the United States switched to the state quarters program in 1999, making it an important late-era pre-state quarter coin, and like all modern quarters of its time, the regular 1994 circulation quarters are not silver. They are copper nickel-clad coins made with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded over a pure copper core, weighing about 5.67 grams, with a diameter of approximately 24.3 millimeters, a reeded edge, durable metallic structure, and a distinct copper line visible from the side of the coin, while the obverse carries the famous portrait of George Washington facing left, originally designed by John Flanagan, along with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1994, and the reverse still displays the legendary heraldic eagle design standing proudly on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below symbolizing strength and peace, along with United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and quarter dollar. The 1994 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D, for general circulation, with very high mintages, meaning most coins are common in everyday worn condition and usually worth only face value of 25 cents unless they are in extremely high mint state quality. However, San Francisco S. produced proof coins, and this year is especially interesting because San Francisco made 2 types of proof quarters, a copper nickel-clad proof and a 90% silver proof, meaning some 1994 S quarters actually contain silver, weigh around 6.25 grams, and have about 0.1808 troy ounces of pure silver, making the silver-proof versions more valuable and highly collectible, especially in PR69 or PR70 grades with strong cameo or deep cameo contrast. In terms of grading, circulated 1994 quarters are common, but sharp, flawless, bright luster mint state coins in Mississippi 65, Mississippi 66, and especially MS 67 or higher become significantly more desirable and can be worth much more when certified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC, because finding perfect condition examples free of scratches, bag marks, and wear is not as easy as it looks despite high mintage. Error collectors also appreciate the 1994 quarter, as authentic mint errors exist, including off-center strikes, broad strikes, missing clad layer exposing copper, clipped planchettes, double strikes, die cracks, and rare wrong planchette strikes, which when genuine and graded can make a 1994 quarter worth far more than normal. Historically, the 1994 Washington quarter represents the late modern phase of the traditional eagle reverse design before one of the biggest U.S. coin program changes in history, symbolizing the final years of a classic design used for decades, and many collectors include 1994 quarters in Washington quarter date collections, type collections, proof collections, silver proof sets, and modern coin albums. To preserve value, collectors avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning damages original surfaces and reduces value, instead storing them safely in albums, holders, or slabs, and if someone finds an unusually shiny, sharp, nearly perfect uncirculated example or a silver proof, it may be worth professional grading. In simple words, the 1994 Washington quarter is a modern copper nickel-clad U.S. quarter for circulation with Philadelphia and Denver minting, plus special San Francisco proof versions including valuable silver proofs, normally common in worn condition but valuable in high mint grade, proof condition, silver proof type, and rare mint error varieties, making it an interesting, historically meaningful, and collectible American quarter dollar coin. Next video. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar coin of 1991 is part of the long-running Washington quarter series that originally began in 1932 to honor George Washington, and by 1991 it represents one of the important late pre-state quarter era coins, produced during a period when the United States Mint was still using the classic eagle reverse design that had been on quarters for decades before the huge design change that came with the state quarters program starting in 1999. And like most modern quarters of its time, the regular 1991 quarters are not silver. They are copper nickel-clad coins, meaning they are made with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded over a pure copper core, giving them a metallic silver-gray look with a visible copper line on the edge. While the coin weighs around 5.67 grams, has a diameter of about 24.3 millimeters, and a reeded edge for grip and security. The obverse, front side, of the 1991 Washington quarter features the famous portrait of George Washington facing left, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, along with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year, 1991, while the reverse, back side, still shows the classic heraldic eagle design with spread wings sitting on a bundle of arrows and olive branches below, symbolizing American strength and peace, with the inscriptions, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and "Quarter Dollar." The 1991 quarter was produced in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D. for circulation, both with very high mintage in the hundreds of millions, meaning worn circulated examples are common and usually worth face value of 25 cents, but truly high-grade uncirculated coins in mint state condition with sharp luster and no wear are harder to find and become collectible, especially coins graded Mississippi 65, Mississippi 66, and the rare MS 67 range by professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC, which can bring strong premiums. In addition to circulation coins, the San Francisco Mint S. produced proof coins, especially made for collectors using polished dies and specially prepared planchettes, resulting in mirror-like fields and frosted designs, and these proof coins are collectible, especially in PR69 and PR70 grades with strong cameo or deep cameo contrast. 1991 proof quarters are generally made of copper nickel-clad, not silver, because the silver proof series was not being issued that specific year in the same way as later years. Although the 1991 quarter has no precious metal value, it remains collectible for condition rarity, proof beauty, and certain varieties. Error and variety collectors also find the 1991 Washington quarter interesting because authentic mint errors exist such as off-center strikes, clipped planchettes, broad strikes, double strikes, missing clad layer exposing copper, die cracks, cud breaks, weak strikes, and wrong planchette errors, which, when genuine and certified, can make the coin far more valuable than normal. Historically, the 1991 Washington quarter represents the stable modern clad coinage period before one of the biggest changes in U.S. coin history when designs began changing frequently with the upcoming state quarters, so 1991 coins are part of the last generation of traditional eagle reverse Washington quarters that many collectors love for nostalgia and classic design, and they are commonly included in date sets, type sets, mint sets, proof sets, and full Washington quarter collections. To protect and preserve a 1991 quarter, collectors avoid cleaning it because cleaning damages original mint luster and lowers value, instead storing coins safely in coin holders, albums, or slabs. If someone finds a shiny, nearly perfect uncirculated coin or a flawless proof coin, it may be worth grading. In simple words, the 1991 Washington quarter is a modern copper nickel-clad quarter with Philadelphia and Denver circulation strikes and San Francisco proof versions, generally common in circulated condition but valuable in high mint state grade, collectible as proof coins, and especially valuable when found with rare mint errors, making it a meaningful, historically interesting, and important coin in American numismatic history. Next video. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar coin of 1993 belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series which originally began in 1932 to honor the first U.S. President George Washington, and by 1993 this coin represents one of the important late-era quarters before the big historical change of 1999 when America introduced the state quarters program, meaning the 1993 quarter is part of the final years of the classic eagle reverse design. And like most modern quarters of its time, regular 1993 circulation quarters are not silver. They are copper nickel-clad coins, made with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded over a pure copper core, which gives the coin its silver-gray look with a visible copper line on the edge. While the coin weighs about 5.67 grams, has a diameter of around 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge. The obverse of the coin carries the famous portrait of George Washington facing left, originally designed by sculptor John Flanagan, and it includes the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1993, while the reverse still proudly displays the traditional heraldic eagle with wings spread, standing on a bundle of arrows with olive branches underneath, symbolizing American strength, readiness, and peace, along with the inscriptions, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and "quarter dollar." The 1993 quarter was minted at Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D. for circulation, and both had very high mintages in the hundreds of millions, meaning worn circulated coins are common and usually worth face value of 25 cents, but finding truly high-grade uncirculated coins with sharp luster, clean fields, and no wear is much harder, so coins certified in Mississippi 65, Mississippi 66, and especially MS 67 or higher by grading companies like PCGS and NGC become highly collectible and can carry strong premium values. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Mint S produced special proof coins, struck with polished dies and specially prepared planchettes that create mirror-like backgrounds and frosted designs, and 1993 is especially important because San Francisco produced two kinds of proofs, a copper-nickel clad proof and a highly desirable 90% silver proof quarter, meaning some 1993's quarters actually contain silver, weigh about 6.25 grams, and include approximately 0.1808 troy ounces of pure silver, which makes the silver-proof versions more valuable, especially in PR69 or PR70 deep cameo condition. Although regular 1993 quarters have no silver and are common in circulation, they still hold strong collector importance due to condition rarity, silver-proof versions, and special error coins. Some known and collectible 1993 quarter mint errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, missing clad layer errors revealing copper, clipped planchettes, die cracks, double strikes, weak strikes, and rare wrong planchette strikes, and genuine certified errors can sell for much more than normal coins. Historically, the 1993 Washington quarter represents the stable modern clad coinage era and the final years of the traditional eagle design before one of the biggest design evolution periods in U.S. coin history, so it is often included by collectors in date sets, type sets, mint sets, proof sets, and Washington quarter collections. To preserve value, collectors avoid cleaning because cleaning damages the original surfaces and lowers value, instead storing coins safely in holders, albums, or slabs, and if someone finds a bright, shiny, sharp uncirculated example or a flawless proof, especially a silver proof, it may be worth professional grading. In simple words, the 1993 Washington quarter is a modern copper-nickel-clad U.S. quarter with Philadelphia and Denver circulation strikes, plus valuable in collectible San Francisco-clad and silver-proof versions, normally common in worn condition but valuable in high mint state grade, proof and silver-proof form, and especially when found with rare mint errors, making it an interesting, historically meaningful, and collectible American quarter-dollar coin. Next video. The United States of America Washington quarter-dollar coin of 1989 is part of the legendary Washington quarter series that began in 1932 to honor George Washington, the first President of the United States, and by 1989 the quarter represented one of the solid late 20th century circulation coins from the classic eagle reverse era, long before the state quarters program changed designs starting in 1999, and like all regular quarters of its time, the 1989 quarter is not made of silver. It is a copper-nickel clad coin, meaning it is made with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded over a pure copper core, which gives it a silvery gray appearance from the outside while showing a copper-colored line on the edge when viewed from the side. The coin weighs around 5.67 grams, has a diameter of about 24.3 millimeters, features a reeded edge, and is strong, durable, and designed for heavy everyday circulation. The obverse front of the 1989 quarter shows the famous portrait of George Washington facing left, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, along with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1989, while the reverse still carries the powerful traditional heraldic eagle design, with the eagle standing on a bundle of arrows symbolizing strength and readiness to defend, with olive branches below symbolizing peace, and the inscriptions, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and "quarter dollar." The 1989 quarter was minted at Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D. for circulation, with extremely high mintage in the hundreds of millions, meaning most worn circulated coins are very common and usually worth only face value of 25 cents, but truly high-grade mint state coins that are sharply struck, shiny, and free from scratches, bag marks, and wear are much harder to find and can be quite valuable. Professionally graded coins in Mississippi 65, Mississippi 66, and especially MS 67 or higher by top grading companies like PCGS and NGC can command strong collector premiums because perfect high-grade coins are rare even in high mintage years due to handling, circulation wear, and storage damage. In addition to circulation coins, the San Francisco Mint S produced special proof coins in 1989, struck with polished dies and specially prepared planchettes, creating mirror-like fields and frosted designs, and these proofs are collectible especially in PR69 and PR70 deep cameo grades. Unlike some later years, 1989 proof quarters are generally clad, not silver. Even though regular 1989 quarters have no silver content, they are still important in numismatics due to condition rarity and error varieties. Some known and collectible 1989 quarter mint errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchettes, missing clad layer errors revealing copper, die cracks, cud breaks, double strikes, weak strikes, and wrong planchette errors, all of which can greatly increase value when authenticated. Historically, the 1989 Washington quarter belongs to the stable modern clad coinage era of the United States and represents the final decade of the classic eagle reverse quarters before the historic design transformation of 1999, making it interesting for collectors who like pre-state quarter era coins. Many collectors include 1989 quarters in date sets, type sets, mint sets, proof sets, educational collections, and full Washington quarter collections. To maintain value, serious collectors avoid cleaning 1989 quarters because cleaning damages original surfaces and reduces collector desirability, instead storing coins safely in albums, holders, or graded slabs, and if someone finds an unusually shiny, sharp, freshly struck example or an attractive proof coin, it may be worth professional grading. In simple easy words, the 1989 Washington quarter is a modern copper nickel-clad U.S. quarter produced in Philadelphia and Denver for circulation with special San Francisco proof versions, usually common in worn condition but valuable in high mint state grades, collectible as proofs, and especially valuable with rare mint errors, making it a meaningful, historically important, and interesting coin in American coin collecting history. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.